Cast Iron ASMR with Saved by the Bell. Comic books. It's Saved by the Bell. I was gifted this comic book, and this comic book, there are the Ashcan versions, and this one is signed by the writer and the artist. In 2015, I was given 2 copies so that I could touch this one. And this one I didn't have to touch because I had the other copy that I could touch. So don't touch this comic. Don't touch the signature. But I'm going to touch both of them. And yes, it was a great gift. And I also got this sketch by artist China, I think, 2015. A little sketch there. That is Kelly Kapowski. I tell that was done really quick. Even looks like perhaps her pen was a little bit dying. So, actually, let's take a look what their names actually are. Here we've got written by Joelle Selner, art by China, I believe that's China, Clugston Floors. I am a fan of Saved by the Bell. I watched all the Saved by the Bell, and it's that time again, back to school. The students and teachers must head back. So I thought this would be a good time to take a look. I've had this for a year, I believe. And so it's like a reboot. I just read it. I just reread it just moments ago. So it's kind of retelling the story of Zach Morris. It looks a little different here. She shouldn't really have this brown hair, but there's Jesse Spano. And you, if you're mistaken, that is not Reggie, but in fact, AC Slater. His hair should be a little curlier. I think Screech Powers and Lisa Turtle are the best represented. They look the closest. With Zach, give me a third. Mr. Belding, that does not look like him. And, of course, Kelly Kapowski. Let's draw it here. So let's take a look. I'll just take a quick look. Now, actually this is kind of neat that I have 2 copies, because the first thing you'll notice is, and that's what Kelly Kapowski's doing for lunch today. But I thought, whoa, Kelly Kapowski, you're looking a little tanned, which is fine. But a little more so than on the cover. And, anyway, I just noticed that. If that was the colorist. I think she's lightening up here. Like that would be a better skin tone for AC Slater. So, I enjoyed this comic, and I like me to Saved by the Bell, and I know it well, and I can tell that, what's her name? China, the artist, did a good job of here it's a little different. They're meeting AC Slater for the first time. Kelly meets AC. It's like the very first day at Bayside. So that's not how the TV show starts. There is a flashback episode where they first meet AC, which goes a little different than this. I really like this art. I thought before that Archie Comics would do well to buy the licensing for the Saved by the Bell rights and do the comics. It's basically the same thing. And you could tell lots of stories. Oh, so I just read this. And then I was, looking at the lockers, the different scenes. It's definitely a scene you see a lot here. But then I even was looking at the graffiti on the lockers. And here it says, Dewey is lame. And Dewey, that refers to Mr. Dewey, the math teacher, who reprised his role in the new Saved by the Bell. The new, not the next class, but there was a new one during COVID right around that time, which was really good. And there he is, Mr. Dewey. That's even a good, very good representation. I can tell that's Dewey. He'd be like, okay, class, tonight's homework will be... And then there's this moose type character in the later seasons, like in season 5 of Saved by the Bell, when Kelly Kapowski and Jesse Spano leave and the new character Tori comes in, then they also brought in, I think they even called him Moose, a big dumb football player, carbon copy of the Archie character Moose Mason. So they're doing pranks. Oh, is it pranks? He's just getting them in trouble, getting them thrown to detention. And by the end, Kelly Kapowski doesn't want to go out with either of them. So this was all just a preview for the Bayside Tigers, back to Bayside, where it's time for timeout all over again. A reboot graphic novel. Nice cover. It's glossy pages. So, I just read this and I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if they made many of these. And I just looked on eBay. And I did see this one graphic novel, which this is probably the first chapter, I'm sure. And it was a signed graphic novel, and again, they wanted like 1,600 something dollars. I just want a cheap copy. I don't need the signature. I see that these ones are signed. This one right here. So, there it is. Saved by the Bell from Roar Comics. Ashcan. 2015. They call them ash cans. I forget why. I used to know. That would be like the practice. Usually like the little print off a small one just to see that it looks good. And then that became a style, maybe a format. We'll make a smaller one, the Ashcan version. So, if you're back in school, just take it easy and hopefully you'll be saved by the bell.